What is up, Nexus fam? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding today, and we've got the hottest, most critical updates you need to know. From groundbreaking gameplay reveals that are sending shockwaves through the community to definitive release dates that have been years in the making, you are not going to want to miss a single second of this. We're diving deep into the action, uncovering every detail, and breaking down what it all means for you. So buckle up, stay locked in, and prepare for a rapid-fire rundown of the stories that are dominating the conversation right now. Let's get into it. First up, the iconic world of espionage is getting a massive new entry, and we've finally seen what it looks like in action. Get ready to step into the shoes of a legendary agent like never before, with stunning visuals and gameplay mechanics that are promising a truly immersive experience. We're talking about the freshest look at a highly anticipated title that's set to redefine the genre. Next, the gaming world is buzzing with confirmation of a release date that fans have been desperately waiting for. This is the moment we've all been anticipating, a solid date that means we're one step closer to diving into a brand new adventure. We've got all the details on when you can get your hands on this highly anticipated release. And that's not all. We're also getting an in-depth preview of a game that's already being hailed as a potential game-changer for the year. Early impressions are sky-high, with developers showcasing innovative features and a narrative that promises to keep you on the edge of your seat. This is the inside scoop you won't find anywhere else. Finally, we're wrapping up with a look at the full confirmation of a release date that's been on everyone's radar. This is the definitive word, the moment we can all circle on our calendars. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button so you don't miss any of our future updates. A new agent debuts. Get ready for a thrilling new chapter in the world of espionage, as IO Interactive has just unveiled the first captivating gameplay for their highly anticipated James Bond title, 7 First Light. Revealed during a recent State of Play presentation, this glimpse into the game showcases a fresh take on the iconic MI6 agent, promising an experience that blends the classic charm of Bond with modern gaming innovation. The developers have clearly focused on immersing players in the world, from the meticulously crafted environments to the nuanced character interactions. The gameplay segment opens with James Bond, accompanied by his handler, Mom, en route to a secluded castle that serves as a high-end hotel and the target of Bond's infiltration. The attention to detail in the game's world is immediately apparent. The lush countryside, complete with rolling hills and cobblestone paths, creates a palpable sense of place. Even the subtle sound of the car's tires crunching over the stones adds to the immersive quality of the driving mechanics. As the narrative unfolds, the dialogue between Bond and Mom sets the stage for the mission, establishing Bond's independent spirit as he decides to investigate a suspicious piece of luggage, against Mom's advisement. This classic Bond trait, going against orders when duty calls, is a core element that fans will recognize and appreciate. Bond's approach to infiltration highlights the game's emphasis on player choice and environmental interaction. Faced with uncooperative security, Bond leverages his surroundings, activating a water hose to create a diversion, allowing him to bypass guards. This mirrors the puzzle-like problem-solving scene in IO Interactive's acclaimed Hitman series. Bond can then discreetly incapacitate a hotel staff member and scale the exterior walls to gain entry, showcasing a blend of stealth and acrobatic movement. Once inside, Bond utilizes his instinct mode, a mechanic similar to Witcher Sense, to identify key objects and targets, aiding in mission progression. The inclusion of a QLab-branded compass on the user interface further signals the game's commitment to honoring the rich legacy of the James Bond franchise. The gameplay progresses to showcase Bond interacting with a bartender to gather intel, a staple of the Bond universe, before transitioning into a high-octane car chase. Bond commandeers a muscle car, navigating through the scenic countryside, even venturing off-road in pursuit of his target. The developers have incorporated cinematic elements reminiscent of the Daniel Craig era, allowing players to take daring shortcuts and perform spectacular stunts, including a slow-motion jump from a truck, all set to an iconic, remixed Bond theme. The game also pays homage to the classic film openings with a slow-motion confrontation in a circular tube, emphasizing Bond's calculated approach rather than brute force. The license to kill, prompt during combat, underscores the game's narrative design, reminding players of the agent's unique modus operandi. Even a moment where Bond throws his sidearm to stun an enemy when out of ammunition demonstrates a thoughtful integration of character-specific actions. The mission culminates with Bond boarding a cargo plane to locate Agent 9, leading to a dramatic mid-air sequence and the iconic title screen reveal. IO Interactive has emphasized that 7 First Light will offer multiple pathways to complete objectives, much like the Hitman games, allowing for stealth, direct action, or diplomatic solutions. The game boasts an impressive cast, including Patrick Gibson as James Bond, Lenny James as Greenway, Priyanka Burford as Mom, Alastair Mackenzie as Q, Kiera Lester as Moneypenny, and Nomi Nakai as Ms. Roth. With a confirmed release date of March 27, 2026, for PS5, Xbox Series XS, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC, and a $299.99 collector's edition known as the 007 First Light Legacy Edition. Fans have much to anticipate. But this is just the beginning of what we uncovered. Next, we dive into the specific details of the State of Play presentation that confirmed this massive release. Release date locked in. Sony and IO Interactive have officially pulled back the curtain on their highly anticipated James Bond video game, 7 First Light, confirming a release date and showcasing extensive gameplay during a September 2025 State of Play presentation. Clocking in at over 30 minutes of new footage, the showcase delved into the early days of James Bond's career at MI6, highlighting the signature elements fans expect from the franchise: exhilarating car chases, explosive shootouts, and the creative use of iconic gadgets. The most significant announcement, however, was the firm release date of March 27, 2026, a concrete target that fans have eagerly awaited, placing the game just over 6 months away. Beyond the release date, a major point of excitement was the confirmation of Patrick Gibson, star of Dexter, Original Sin, as the actor portraying James Bond. Gibson made a surprise appearance during the State of Play, not only confirming his role but also introducing the wider cast. This includes Lenny James as Bond's mentor Greenway, Priyanka Burford as M, Alastair Mackenzie as Q, Kiera Lester as Moneypenny, and Nomi Nakai as Ms. Roth, rounding out a talented ensemble. For those eager to secure their copy, pre-orders are now open. Options range from a standard edition, priced at $69.99, to a premium $299.99 collector's edition. A special incentive for early adopters is in play. Pre-ordering the standard edition before launch automatically upgrades purchasers to the deluxe edition, which includes exclusive cosmetic items and 24-hour early access, all at no additional cost. The gameplay demonstrations strongly emphasized IO Interactive's pedigree, particularly their work on the Hitman series. Players will experience Bond navigating complex environments, utilizing stealth mechanics to bypass security, and interacting with the world to create distractions. This includes climbing structures, hiding in foliage, and using environmental elements like small fires to divert attention. Gadgets such as a smoke device and a sophisticated watch scanner are integral to Bond's toolkit, encouraging a versatile approach that combines classic stealth with Bond's renowned charisma and persuasive abilities. The presentation showcased Bond employing his environment, like a suspicious bellhop, to his advantage, seamlessly blending into the surroundings to avoid detection. Vehicle combat was another major focus, with IO Interactive aiming to capture the thrill of Bond's iconic car chases. The gameplay footage featured Bond skillfully maneuvering through challenging terrains, executing cinematic stunts, and engaging in high-speed pursuits. While the Hitman series is celebrated for its intricate stealth and assassination puzzles, 7 First Light appears to offer a broader spectrum of gameplay. This includes moments where Bond opts for a more direct, action-oriented approach, reminiscent of titles like Uncharted or Mission Impossible. Players will witness Bond engaging in intense firefights, utilizing explosive barrels for tactical advantage, and even making daring maneuvers like boarding a moving plane and skydiving without a parachute. This blend of stealth, action, and vehicular gameplay aims to provide a dynamic and varied experience. The presentation concluded with Bond infiltrating a moving aircraft, a sequence that highlighted both intense action and potential gameplay mechanics, such as manually controlling the plane's balance. IO Interactive hinted at numerous unique, one-off mechanics like this scattered throughout the full game, suggesting a rich variety of gameplay scenarios. The developers are clearly aiming to create an experience that captures the essence of the James Bond films, offering players the freedom to approach missions in multiple ways, whether through quiet infiltration, calculated takedowns, or all-out combat. The game is slated for release on PC, Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, and Xbox Series XS. This deep dive revealed a lot about the gameplay mechanics. Now, let's explore what makes this particular game stand out as a potential game changer for 2026. The most exciting game of 2026. After a week of processing the revelations from Sony's latest State of Play, IO Interactive's upcoming James Bond title, 7 First Light, has firmly cemented itself as one of the most anticipated PS5 games of 2026. The game, slated for a March 27th release, promises a unique journey into the early career of the legendary spy, pitting a youthful, amateur Bond against a seasoned MI6 veteran named Nine. This premise offers a compelling narrative hook. How will a rookie agent overcome the challenges and experience of a seasoned professional? The full release will undoubtedly explore this dynamic. Our preview experience took us to a stunning castle-like retreat nestled in the picturesque Carpathian Mountains, specifically identified as being in Slovakia, hinting at the game's globetrotting adventure. The initial setup involves Bond acting as a chauffeur during a chess tournament held within the hotel. While his primary mission isn't infiltration, Bond's inherent curiosity and tendency to deviate from the plan quickly draw him into the action. The driving mechanics are highlighted early on, allowing players to experience the scenic routes and organically receive mission objectives through engaging dialogue. However, it's Bond's decision to investigate suspicious activity involving a hotel staff member, against orders, that truly brings IO Interactive's signature gameplay style to the forefront. This leads to a puzzle-like infiltration mission where players must find creative ways to gain entry. The demo showcased Bond using environmental elements like a water hose for distraction and igniting discarded leaves to create a diversion, mirroring the intricate problem-solving found in the Hitman series. While these clockwork-style scenarios are central to Hitman, in 7 First Light, they are presented as one piece of a larger puzzle, with the developers promising ample depth and opportunities for experimentation. The question remains how replayable these sections will be when balanced with other gameplay styles. Once inside the estate, the environment strongly evoked the detailed Parisian mansion from Hitman, World of Assassination, with each room and corridor meticulously designed to feel purposeful. Bond can interact with staff to gather crucial clues, further integrating the Hitman playbook into the game's investigative elements. Yet, 7 First Light aims to be more than just a Hitman reskin. The preview fast-forwarded to a high-octane car chase, featuring Bond alongside an American ally with a shared objective, suggesting an evolving relationship dynamic throughout the campaign. The developers' foray into driving sequences is a new territory for the studio, and the handling of these vehicles will be a key factor in their success. The car chase sequence culminates at an airport, where the game transitions into a spectacular third-person shooter segment, a departure from IO's usual stealth focus, but a genre they have explored previously. The action is described as chaotic and visually impressive, with Bond engaging in shootouts, utilizing cover, and causing massive explosions. The combat animations are dynamic, featuring Bond performing acrobatic maneuvers. The sequence extends to Bond pursuing a plane on the runway, boarding it using passenger steps, and engaging in combat both on the exterior and interior of the aircraft, ultimately leading to a daring skydiving escape using a pilfered parachute. The inclusion of unique, context-sensitive mechanics, such as manually balancing the aircraft during the interior shootout, hints at the game's commitment to varied and engaging gameplay. While the replayability of action-heavy segments compared to Hitman's stealth sandbox is a point of curiosity, the overall blend of elements has positioned 7 First Light as a must-play title. This preview paints a vivid picture of the game's potential. Now, let's confirm the exact date you can experience it all for yourself. Mark your calendars. In a significant reveal during Sony's recent State of Play event, IO Interactive has officially confirmed the release date for its highly anticipated James Bond adventure, 7 First Light. Players can expect to step into the shoes of the iconic spy on March 27, 2026. This date applies to all planned platforms, which include PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC, marking a comprehensive launch across major gaming ecosystems. The confirmation comes as part of an extensive gameplay deep dive that provided fans with their most substantial look yet at the upcoming title. The State of Play presentation offered a wealth of information, not only about the gameplay, but also about the special editions and pre-order bonuses available. For those who pre-order any edition of 7 First Light, IO Interactive is offering a complimentary upgrade to the deluxe edition. This enhanced version includes several valuable bonuses: 24 hours of early access to the game, 4 exclusive in-game outfits for James Bond, a unique weapon skin, and the Gleaming Pack. These additions aim to reward early supporters and provide them with a more enriched experience from the moment the game becomes available. While the news of the release date and pre-order bonuses is substantial, the gameplay showcase itself provided significant insight into what players can expect. The footage highlighted the game's commitment to capturing the essence of the James Bond franchise, blending stealth, action, and vehicular combat. It emphasized player agency, allowing for multiple approaches to mission objectives, a hallmark of IO Interactive's acclaimed Hitman series. From environmental interactions and gadget usage for stealthy infiltration to high-octane car chases and intense shootouts, the developers are striving to deliver a comprehensive Bond experience. The presentation also touched upon the narrative, introducing players to a younger James Bond navigating the early stages of his career at MI6. The gameplay demonstrated Bond's resourcefulness and adaptability, whether he's using his surroundings to outsmart guards, engaging in thrilling car pursuits, or participating in explosive firefights. The inclusion of iconic Bond elements, such as gadgets, witty dialogue, and cinematic action sequences, suggests a game that respects its source material while introducing fresh gameplay mechanics. The developers have expressed a desire to create a game that feels both authentic to the Bond universe and innovative within the action-adventure genre. The confirmation of the March 27, 2026, release date serves as a clear signal for fans to prepare for the arrival of 7 First Light. The detailed gameplay presentation and the attractive pre-order incentives, particularly the free upgrade to the deluxe edition, are expected to drive significant interest and anticipation leading up to the launch. This comprehensive look ensures that players have a clear understanding of what to expect and provides ample reason to look forward to experiencing James Bond's latest digital adventure. With the release date now firmly established, the anticipation is palpable. But what's the overall sentiment from the community and critics alike about this new Bond adventure? All right, Nexus fam, that's a wrap on today's explosive news rundown. We saw incredible gameplay from the new James Bond title, 7 First Light, got the confirmed release date of March 27, 2026, and learned it's being hailed as a potential game changer for 2026. Don't forget to like this video if you're hyped, subscribe to PS5 Nexus for all your gaming news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, drop a comment below telling us your thoughts on 7 First Light, and follow us on all our socials for more behind-the-scenes content. We'll see you in the next one.